What's up guys, today's video is on the best handheld GPS of 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. Garmin GPS MAP64SX. For those who don't need satellite messaging or SOS, the Garmin GPS MAP64SX offers all the GPS functionality of our top pick for $250 less. This device is feature-packed, has a clear and easy-to-read 2.6 inches screen, and includes large and well-marked buttons that are simple to operate even with gloves on. It's also a solid value at $350 for the mid-range SX version that includes a barometric altimeter and 3-axis compass. You can upgrade to the 64CSX, which features a built-in 8-megapixel camera, but we don't think it's worth the additional $100. In the end, the GPS MAP64SX is a durable and reliable option for everything from backcountry hiking and cycling to geocaching. For getting a dependable restoration and correct tracking, the GPS MAP has an outside antenna and multi-GNSS support. Compared to the 66i above, you get compatibility with GLONASS satellites further to GPS and Galileo satellites, which leads to even greater particular navigation. But for critical backcountry use, the 64 lacks a few of the high-seas additives of the 66. Battery lifestyles is much less than half of the greater top-class handheld. The display is smaller and has a decreased resolution, and also you don't get current functions like a chargeable battery or stay tracking. In the CES, the 64SX isn't Garmin's flashiest offering. However, you'd be hard-pressed to discover a greater useful and sturdy GPS tool at this charge point. Of note, for $50 greater, you may bump as much as the GPS MAP 65 seconds with a multi-band receiver for even higher accuracy. Pros: more accurate and $250 cheaper than the GPS MAP 66i above. Cons: not everyone loves the buttons. Antenna adds bulk. Number 4. Garmin Montana 700. Handheld GPS devices haven't always excelled in user experience, but the Garmin Montana 700 is about as good as it gets. The headlining feature is the colorful 5" touchscreen. Instead of awkwardly making selections with archaic buttons, the Montana offers convenience on par with a modern smartphone. This makes scrolling through features and navigating via maps a breeze, and the Montana's Gorilla Glass screen is easy to read even in direct sunlight. Importantly, the modernized design also sacrifices little in the way of performance. Like the GPS MAP 66i above, the Montana 700 features ABC sensors, multi-GNSS support, and a full set of topographic maps. Finally, Garmin also offers the Montana 700i, which tacks on InReach technology so you can stay connected even in areas without cell service. In 2023, handheld GPS gadgets have grown to be a bit lengthy with inside the tooth, which is basically because of the extended competencies of contemporary-day smartphones. The widespread majority of today's telephones are GPS-equipped, and a plethora of apps provide you with the capacity to navigate in regions without mobile service. But there are nevertheless some motives extreme explorers would possibly need a handheld GPS device. For one, they're drastically extra durable. The Montana mainly capabilities a tank-like layout that meets Army requirements for heat, shock, vibration, and water. Second, battery lifestyles is lots extra impressive. The Montana lasts for 18 hours in GPS mode and 330 hours in day trip mode. And finally, committed GPS gadgets are without a doubt extra accurate, with maximum fashions boasting integrated sensors and connectivity to an extra community of satellites. In different words, if you're searching out the ease of a cell phone in a layout that's constructed to carry out with inside the backcountry, the Montana is a pleasing solution. Pros: massive, high-resolution display and tank-like durability. Cons: you might be able to get away with a smartphone. Number 3. Garmin eTrex 22X. Expensive GPS devices offer an overwhelming and, for some, unnecessary number of features. With that in mind, a good number of outdoor goers will find plenty to like with the budget-friendly Garmin eTrex 22X. The device is simple to use and comes with 8 GB of internal memory, 25 hours of battery life, and a tough, water-resistant construction. It's true the eTrex has a smaller screen than pricier alternatives, lacks a barometric altimeter, altimeter and 3-axis compass and doesn't have any touchscreen capabilities, but it's a proven performer and priced right at just $200. It's really well worth noting that Garmin additionally gives an upgraded eTrex 32X that comes in $100 more. The fashions are same in fundamental layout and size. However, the 32 consists of a compass and barometric altimeter for higher function accuracy. These introduced functions can be really well worth it for critical backcountry adventurers. However, it's a reasonably massive soar and charge up to $300. Our take is that if you can do without the added sensors, the eTrex 22 is the better all-around value. And for an even cheaper and more pared-down option, check out the $110 eTrex 10, which has a monochrome display. Pros: great feature set in a budget price. Cons: cost another $100 to get a 3-axis compass and barometric altimeter. Number 2. Garmin inReach Mini 2. Garmin's inReach Mini 2 looks a little different from most GPS devices here, but for weight-conscious explorers, it's definitely worth a look. The primary functions of the inReach Mini are satellite messaging and SOS, but it also offers features like tracking, weather reports, and maps and navigation. And with a recent update, the 2 is more impressive than ever. Accuracy has progressed with multi-GNSS guide and a virtual compass. There's greater garage area for preloaded maps and routes, and battery existence is incredibly longer. Tack on a diminutive length and weight and pretty approachable rate point. And it's no mystery why the inReach Mini 2 has come to be vital for avid hikers, climbers, backcountry skiers, and different committed outside adventurers. Unlike most of the competition, however, the inReach Mini 2 is fairly reliant on a smartphone, many of which have middling battery lives and aren't particularly robust. It's true that you can use the Mini as a standalone device, but with the small black and white screen and simple button interface, it's certainly not as user-friendly as most offerings here. What's more, you'll want a subscription to apply the device's conversation features in an effort to run you everywhere from $12 to $65 in keeping with month. But in 2023, maximum backcountry explorers opt to navigate the use of their smartphones and the broad protection Internet of Satellite TV for PC messaging, and SOS is in simple perk. Pros: GPS and satellite messaging in a light and relatively affordable design. Cons: not ideal for navigation unless paired with a smartphone. Number 1. Garmin GPS MAP66i. The Garmin GPS MAP64SX held our top spot for an extended stretch, but we replaced it with the GPS MAP66i last year. With the 66i, you get Garmin's premium navigation tools in a rugged design, alongside the added benefit of satellite messaging and SOS via inReach. For explorers headed into regions without mobile service, the potential to ship and get hold of messages, proportionate track, get entry to climate forecast, and provoke rescues is a game changer, and nicely really well worth the extra $250. To pinnacle it off, the 66i's hardware is best in magnificence inside the GPS MAP lineup, together with a high-decision 3-inch screen, remarkable battery life, 16 GB of memory, and Wi-Fi connectivity. Like most of Garmin's GPS MAP offerings, the 66i features an external antenna, ABC sensors, and multi-GNSS support, and is compatible with both topo active mapping and bird's-eye satellite imagery. These navigational tools will get the job done for most users, but keep in mind that devices like the GPS MAP66SR and GPS MAP65 seconds offer better accuracy with expanded satellite support. And whilst the 66i's lithium-ion battery is long-lasting and rechargeable, a few may recognize the easy comfort of AS which you get with the 64X and 65 series. Minor gripes aside, the GPS MAP66i is an outstanding tool, and its capacity to ship and acquire messages through satellite TV for PC is virtually an illustration of wherein the GPS marketplace is headed. Pros: a premium GPS device with satellite messaging, SOS. Cons: expensive and not as accurate as many other options here. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment.